macro. Ladies and gentlemen, it's French and Lily Falconer. We're talking entrepreneurialism, actually beginning the entrepreneur journey from maybe if you're a recent college grad or you're making the change over from a W-2 to an entrepreneur. We're here to chat today. Ladies and gentlemen, Lily Falconer. What's up, Lily?
Hey, everybody. I'm super excited about today's topic. I think this is something that everybody thinks about when they're sitting at their desk and saying, I want to work for myself, or you're graduating college and you're like, holy moly, I don't want to work for anybody. I want to go do this on my own. So this is going to be a really great podcast session, really quick one. We're going to give you the top 3 things that we think that you need to do to set yourself up for success.
Woo! Nice job. So this is the Vast Voice telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. My name is French. We're both with vastsolutionsgroup.com. But here we're going to add value. We're going to help the newer entrepreneur really on the top 3 things. As Lily said, Lily, I'm going to throw it over to you for how about reason number 3 or top? Yeah, I'll just throw it out. We have 5 minutes. I'm going to throw it out. You want to start with number 3 or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we can start out with number 3 reason. In my opinion, the only reason, and that needs to be on that list because the rest will follow, is you need to be passionate about what it is that you want to go do. You don't want to go and leave stability or start something if you are not in love with what you think you're going to do. You have to be your biggest fan. You're going to go out into the world and you're going to essentially bet on yourself against the house. Then you need to be sure, you need to really have some passion behind what it is that you want to go do. So I would say be clear on what it is that you want to do. Don't be swaying between, well, should I do this or should I do that? Mm-hmm. I think you definitely need to have a clear, concise idea and have passion behind it so that can guide you through, because there's going to be some tough times. And if you believe in it, then that's going to push you through those tough times.
Yeah, being an entrepreneur is so hard. It's so beneficial, I think, financially and maybe even emotionally, but it is hard. It's taxing. If you don't have that passion, I agree with number 3. If you don't have that passion, it's going to go south and you won't succeed. And then you're probably not going to be happy after that. I do agree with number 3. I think that's really, really smart. And wow, we're already starting on a high note with number 3. That's a great number 3.
Yeah.
You want to go, I say for number 2, what I would say is make sure that you have your ducks in a row. Make sure you're prepared. So meaning financially and emotionally. And what I mean by that, let's just say you're a W-2 wage earner and you have a side gig going, and that side gig is looking like it's really going to succeed. Well, that's a better kind of barometer or gauge of level of success. So I'd say number 2, have something kind of prepared, have your ducks in a row, because you'll be that much better off. What are your thoughts on that, Lily?
My thoughts are good, but I want to kind of be a little bit more specific to the public, or that's a really good idea. But are you talking in the vein of being prepared of having money in the bank because you're going to, at the startup? Or are you saying having a good CPA in your corner that's going to come in and help you navigate some of those financial situations come year end? So can we
how about all the above? I think all the above, because you have to have kind of, some people say, well, I'm going to bootstrap it. Yeah, you could bootstrap it, but you have to be prepared. Everyone probably knows they need a computer, to get going. But at the same time, people don't really think about, well, they have to have a good structure, a good CPA or a good tax provider in place, number 1, or number 2, or at the same time, maybe you want to start with a virtual assistant. The better prepared you are, the better organized you are with maybe a good business plan, and sometimes a CPA can help with a business plan, you'll be that much better off. So I would say kind of all the above, one, a good tax provider as an example, maybe a good attorney, and I would even say in some cases a virtual assistant to help get you going, because it's tough. But the better prepared you are, the more things you have in place as a structure, as a formality, you'll be that much better off. So yeah, you bring up really good points.
Great, awesome. Okay, I'll throw out the other reason, and then you guys can kind of go back and forth. I think that the next reason needs to be very well educated in the structure of your business, whether you're going to go with an LLC, sole prop, corp, and understanding the logistics of which ones would protect your personal assets from if the company wasn't successful, and the taxation that goes around that. Because I think that having an idea of that with the name is very important, because you can always change the name in 2 or 3 years, but if you don't structure it correct at the beginning, that's definitely going to come back to haunt you later. So I would say having a good, concise structure around the types of business that you should be filing for and having are really, really important.
I think that's huge. That's huge. I mean, I guess we've gone down to the number one kind of most important element, and I would say that is a very good point, because in some cases, like let's say your structure, let's say you're put together an S corp, believe it or not, and you're a tech company. In some ways, if you are, a C corp, I know this is going to surprise some people. You could sell the company down the road or go IPO down the road and save a ton of tax dollars, if you're an 831, as a matter of fact. So there's a number of things, or maybe in a 453A. So there's a number of things out there that can actually help lower your tax liability, but it all depends on your structure. Maybe that's a little delving to the number two point. But what I would say is the better structured you are, the better off you are potentially down the road. It's like building a house. Do you want to build a house on a bad foundation? Probably not.
Right.
If your foundation is solid, you're probably going to be good to go moving forward. You're going to be able to have a beautiful house, one that doesn't lean, as a matter of fact, because of that. That's a really good point. That is probably the most important thing. I love it.
Awesome. And by the way, if you've already gone through these things and you're established or getting going, Vast Solutions Group can help you with that, because if you're trying to figure out what your tax liabilities are, or you're trying to get a commercial loan, we absolutely can help you with that. So reach us at info@vastsolutionsgroup.com. Send us an email and we can see what we can do to help you too.
I love it. Or by the way, they could also go to the website at vastsolutionsgroup.com. Either way. But man, those are three very quick, very important tips for someone who's moving into entrepreneurialism, either from just graduating from college, because I know a couple of people are doing that right off the top of my head, or someone who might be working at, Microsoft and wants to venture out into being an entrepreneur. Those are awesome points as far as I'm concerned.
They are. Let's recap what they are so that everybody knows. And so obviously have passion, be prepared, and establish your licenses correctly. So I think that those are solid top three. So yeah.
Love it. Love it.
All right.
This is fun. Are you having fun?
This is actually really good. This is fun.
Nice, man. Yeah. I think any other things that we need to cover as we close up shop here?
No, I think that this keeps the topic concise and on track, and it's a short, quick snippet. So if you guys enjoy these and you want to listen to more of them, or listen to a longer version of Kenner and I going back and forth on what we think matters in business, sign up to hear more. We are in season 3. And so you can go back and listen to our season 1 and 2 podcasts and get yourself caught up. For season 1 and 2, it's been only your man, Kenner, here talking on his own. He's recently invited me to these, so I'm excited to join, but you can go back there and get yourself caught up on what he's been talking about before then. So
love it. And again, to hear those, go to vastsolutionsgroup.com, click on podcast, and then you'll be able to see all the podcasts from the past, or of course, any of the typical places you watch or listen to your podcast, Google, even YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, any of those. Thanks again for hanging out with us, Lily. It's been a pleasure, man.
Likewise. Thanks, everybody. Bye.